Okay, so I love Usborne to like a huge extent where I joined as consultant just to get a discount on the books because I buy so much. They have 4 reading libraries and I'm absolutely like infatuated with it. The stuff, I mean, these boxes are almost all finished. My kids like to put up the ones that they like, but it's not in any specific, order of what they like. Anyway, I took out some to show you what it starts with. So they actually incorporate cooperative reading that I go through in my article down below, and it's kind of funny. So their first library has a lot of readers, but the first levels, they're numbered. I don't know if you can see or if I can actually focus on this, but there's a number up here. It'll say like 1. It says 1, and then it's cooperative reading. So I love cooperative reading. Mommy reads the little text and kids read the big text. So mommy reads, here's a twin and here's his brother. Can you tell one from the other? Not too many people can. So the kid reads, I am Sid. I am Dan. These you can use along with your Bob books. They are very short words, and then they can enjoy the time reading with you. And then because the parents read the more detailed stuff, the kids are not super bored with super easy and boring text. So here we go. And it's such a shame one twin always gets the blame for the things the other did. Ooh, and you guys can talk about the picture. Look at, I got blamed for this, but I didn't do it. So the kid reads, Dan, I am Sid. Means I'm not Dan. See, they repeat Sid, I am Dan. Dan is mad. Sid is sad. Guys can talk about what's going on. There's a lot of interaction between you and the child with these books. Tip it, Dan. Tip it, Sid. It is Dan. Is it Dan? And then, at the end, they have these puzzle quizzes. What came first? What came next? Retell the story. So there's some comprehension stuff. Puzzle 2, choose the right words for each picture. Sid is pad, or is it Sid is sad? So just have them read it. Sip it, Dan. Tip it, Dan. Which one is it? Tap, 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 or is it tan, tan, tan? They give you these words again, so you could, it says sort these words into 2 groups of rhymes. Which one rhymes? And they give you the answers on the end. So that's, 1. And then this is 2. And you'll see, can I get up on top? I can pick a map. Oh, I can mop a deck. I can pick a map. Yep. Sorry, my camera was covering the letters. A cat can get a rat. Slightly harder. And then here's book 4. And there's 2 books per each level. So here, see, the amount that they read increases. A can of fizz. I had a quick lick. Here's 10, so we're skipping just to show you the progression a little bit faster. Now they can read all on their own, these little words. It's late at the zoo. See the big gum trees? These baboons have set up a flying trapeze. I love their illustrations. My kids love their illustrations. It's late at the zoo. Soon the zebras arrive. And when they started, they read these so many times. This is number 14, still part of the same first series. The gold knight thunders down the track. His lance gets stuck. And I love the variety that they have. I mean, you get to learn the word lance, right? His horse just stops. The gold knight soars and belly flops, soaring. They have some more more words that we don't usually use here, and I like it. This is the next level up. So it's a pink bind, Little Miss Muffet. So this is after they get, so after you teach your little blends and stuff, this is good readers to practice with. Along came a spider who dropped down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. These kind of rhyme. Come back, called the spider. He rushed off to find her. I'm sorry for scaring you so. Look at how cute the illustrations are. And then level 3, the next level up. So that was pink, and now we're doing hot pink. Mouse's wedding. Oh, more text on a page. Look at how cute the illustrations are. Oh, Mr. Sun, said Father Mouse, you are more powerful than anyone else in the world, aren't you? Powerful? Me? Said the sun. Oh, no, I don't think so. So, more text. Next level is this kind of like a pale green. It's still Usborne first reading. This says level 4. A little more text. But you know, the words are not that easy. So what Usborne does is they give you lovely, pretty illustrations and make you feel like you're doing something easy, but then the text is not easy. So the child is kind of tricked into reading harder things and comprehending harder stuff. And I really love that. She pushed herself along with a wooden spoon and wiped away her tracks with a long wooden broom. Tasha followed her to a strange little hut. It twirled around on chicken's legs and winked at Tasha with its window-like eyes. Baba Yaga stood in front of her hut and sang, magic hut, turn around, bend your legs and touch the ground. Look at how creative their books are. So even at this level, you know, the pages are getting longer too. There's 47 pages. So yeah, this is level 4. After level 4 is the red, which they called Young Reading Series. And they have a bunch of books on the red as well. And they vary from title. So there's like Jack and the Beanstalk, to Aladdin, to Rapunzel, to cool stuff like stories of magical animals, stories of ghosts. Ooh, my kid loves that one. Stories of pirates, stories of robots, stories of witches, of toilets and telephone. That's very educational. We read something called Story of Chocolate, which is very historical as well. So they have a good variation of topics. So let's see, Young Reading 1. Longer paragraphs. Early next morning, he went downstairs and stopped in amazement. Am I still dreaming? He asked himself. There on his work table stood a perfect pair of shoes. Someone had neatly sewn up his pieces of leather. What's more, they had sewn shiny buckles on the front. The shoemaker was baffled. Harder vocab, baffled. So that's Young Reading Series 1. Young Reading Series 2, even harder. That night, Gerda slept in the palace. In the morning, the princess gave Gerda her second best dress and begged her to stay. But all Gerda wanted was to search for Kay. I'll walk around the world if I have to, she said. The princess smiled and called for her carriage. Gerda gasped. It glistened with golden sugar, and inside the walls were lined with sticky buns and fat cream cakes. So you see, it's a lot harder. And then when you get to purple, you get some serious titles. I mean, blue, you already have some serious titles. Let's see. It has Story of Cars, Treasure Island, Story of the Olympics, Gulliver's Travels, Robinson Crusoe, Phantom of the Opera, ooh, 12th Night, so if they have some Shakespeare, Hamlet, Macbeth, and then purple is a really hard one. They have Three Musketeers, Anne Frank, Stories of Vampires, Oliver Twist, Frankenstein, The Odyssey, William Shakespeare. So this is what my older one is reading right now. And she finished like the entire Usborne set. And now she's on the purple, so she's very excited to be finishing all of this. You see, it is much harder, and it's like a real chapter book with, you know, some pictures, which still makes it interesting. But she reads these with her, you know, rolled doll and stuff, and I think actually this language is a lot harder. See, like for this, for example, Mr. Darcy, on the other hand, danced with Jane and spent the rest of the evening walking around the room with his nose in the air and his mouth turned down in a sneer. "Come on, Darcy," said Mr. Bingley, leaving Jane's side for a moment. "I hate to see you standing by yourself in this stupid manner. Why don't you dance?" Lizzie was at that moment without a dance partner and was sitting on a bench at the side of the room where she could overhear every word of Mr. Darcy's reply. Much, much harder. So it's a nice progression, the way they've set it up. Sorry it's so messy, you know. I let my kids do what they want with their books. So that is, you know, if you don't want to think about it and you just want to get a set, you probably can get these off Amazon or eBay. They sell these at the Usborne sites in the US, and then these ones I think you have to get from the UK or off Amazon or off eBay, but you know, we love these. And then other stuff we love is also, you know, lots of picture books, and then lots of like those I Can Read, and lots of other novels and stuff, just a good variety. So that's the Usborne introduction.